today isn't exactly a typical Sunday. We're at my mom's assisted living. Welcome to Vlogmas day 22. And we are having brunch at my mom's assisted living today. And so I didn't even have time. I got up late, as usual. It's 10:30 in the morning now, almost 11, and I'm waiting for my waffle and some scrambled eggs. There was quite a choice, so I'll turn it around a little bit. Jeff is here, and there's my mom right over there. So my mom was kind of tired today, so we ended up not doing our usual rummy game. It was a really good brunch, and we're back home right now. And I, of course, got a spot on my shirt because I always have to dribble. I got that cleaned up though, so I'm good. And this afternoon, we'll see what we do. Guess where I am? Oh yes, back at Walmart. I said last night that I'm gonna make sure I have everything I could possibly need for 2 months, so I wouldn't have to come back here next year. I doubt that's gonna happen. Baby clothes. I got these smaller size Cokes the last couple of times, and I like them. So I'm getting some more of those. And then I'm gonna get some Dr. Pepper. But I'm in the wrong aisle for that. So, yeah. Anyway, so we recouped for a few minutes at home, and then I had my Thanksgiving cards yet to mail, that errand from the other day, and the batteries to take back to Walmart because we had our remote for our TV need, our Apple TV need new batteries, and well, I wasn't sure when I was here which one, and I wanted to get the right one, so I got several different ones, knowing I'd have to take some back eventually, which is what we did first. And then we took those back today. I still have that Goodwill stuff, so maybe we'll stop there afterwards. But since we were here, it was like we were done in 2 seconds. And we had one of our alarms, I think it's the fire alarm, went out last night, the battery, so that's not good. So we got a 9-volt battery for that, so that's all set now. So we picked that up, and my husband realized he needed some shampoo, so he's in another area getting his shampoo, and we're gonna meet. I'm gonna look for him now. I've got the soda that we were running low on, because oh yeah, I need soda. That's my one vice. And I'm trying to cut down. That's why I have those smaller cans of Coke. But I got a smaller bottle type of Dr. Pepper, but not as small. I try to have maybe 1 a day, but I've been having 2 and sometimes 3 the last month. Maybe I needed the extra caffeine, I don't know, or sugar, I don't know, but I do have to watch my sugar a little bit, so we're trying to slowly cut down, which is why I started getting those smaller sized cans of Coke. So yeah, I've been actually out and about more this month since doing this filming. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe filming is something I should do almost every day, just to get out and about so that it's more interesting than staying at home. I should be doing these vlogs in January. That would be, well, I'm home today. I'm working on trying to get some beading done, and trying to do my organization. That's kind of what I do every day. Hoping I can write today. Hopefully I will actually be doing those things. My house is a little more organized right now, so I got a card off to my brother, the one that I did not know I had last year, and little gifties to him are off. I didn't get the things that I made for him out, but maybe I will yet. They will get there probably after Christmas, but that's okay. He'll have them for another time. So I will be getting those mailed out closer to Christmas, maybe tomorrow. So that's one thing that I have to do, but I do want to do my regular Christmas cards now. So I have to type up a letter, and then I have to remember not to send one to my brother because I'll send a more personal note. So I see my husband, and now we're going to check out. We'll see you soon. We're back home. Jeff is taking a nap. I probably am going to take a nap too. And then we'll have a little lunch, and I'll start working on my Christmas letter, Christmas cards. I might even get them out tomorrow, which is before Christmas, which a lot of times I get them out. Oh, I think last year was the worst. I think I was after New Year's on Epiphany. Usually I do them like Christmas Day. That's part of my tradition, and then I get them off once in a while. I used to, years ago, get them out before Christmas, and I tried to get them out by December 19th. That was like, but then life got busy, and the kids got older. Now I'm gonna roll it back a little bit, so that's good. So, and you know, my Thanksgiving cards, I had them ready at least the day after Thanksgiving, but the thing was, I didn't have all the addresses in one book, so I'm gonna kind of do an address book too while I'm doing this, so it's gonna be a little process. But my table is nice, and so it's all ready for working on with this project. So that isn't always the way it's been. I've had a very messy table, and my husband put down the stuff that we got at Walmart on the table, but I didn't just leave it there. I put it away, so my table is nice. Right now it's a little bit big for the two of us, and so I'm looking forward to taking out a leaf sometime this week, and then the chair that I'm sitting in, it's all ready for practice. I have my stand over there, whoopsie, and my my amp is over in that area, which is okay because I won't be using my amp all the time. Maybe I'll put it in my little cubby there, which is in my like art studio area where I have my storage for my art supplies, but they're not organized completely. I should say some of my art supplies. I need a craft room, like a really well-designed craft room, but that's never happening probably in this lifetime. So I just kind of have it here and here and here. But I do have a main area that has my stuff for my jewelry making. I have my kiln on one of the counters there. I used to have it in what is our spare bedroom. That's originally what I got the stuff for, but then my daughter moved back, and then now we have the bed. We've made it our spare bedroom because it's just a smidge larger than the other room. And the other room's my office, but once I got my sewing, it isn't roomy enough for everything. So I kind of have it as a office sewing room. And then I have my jewelry in this corner of our large dining room area. So we have a nice house. It's just, I have it kind of oddly arranged just because I have too many craft things, and I'm not good with basement steps or steps in general because even in my 20s, I fell down my stoop one morning on my way to work when I lived in an upstairs apartment. And I tend to drag my feet just a tiny bit. And so then I would trip quite a bit even when I was younger. I don't know if it's because I was without oxygen when I was born, so maybe I had a little, you know, mild issue of some sort. So I don't know. I was said to be okay, but I did run on my heels, so there were some things that were a little weird about me. But anyway, so then and I had a lot of torn tendons in my feet, so for whatever reason, and anyway, so I couldn't do certain things, so never was very athletic, but still normal, in the normal range of people. Anyway, so I have you know, that set up a little differently. I haven't run my kiln, and I hope to do that this year. I'm just because I'm just nervous about it. So, and I don't know if I want to make sure it's kind of warmer weather so I can open the patio door, and I don't want to be alone, and Jeff's been busy, so it's sort of like it just never happened. But I have some charms ready to be made, but I have decided some of them I'm going to grind up the the metal clay and reconstitute, and then make some other things out of them, charms, but just I don't quite like the ones that I have. I have too many of certain kinds. I want to make some more unique things, so that's a plan. So anyway, it will happen this year. I keep telling myself it's going to happen this year. It's going to happen this year. I'm sure it will. Anyway, and then I also have a little oven to make polymer clay things. So I'm looking forward to doing lots of crafting this year in my kitchen. But I still have some bead organization in my office to do, and a little is in my living room. So I'll be working on that this week too, after I get the Christmas cards done. But I'm probably going to take a nap too right now. I'm going to probably put on the TV and take a nap. My Mazda is right here and getting pets because I'm sitting in a chair, so that means I must be wanting to pet her. So I'll show you Mozzie, and then we'll say goodbye for a little bit. She likes her pets. She's a good puppy. Well, she's not a puppy. She's 7 years old, but she's a good dog. And my good companion. See her wag her tail. She's happy. That's my Shiba. She's a Shiba Inu, but she's a little bit big and a little oversized, which is nice. I like her size. She's a little chubby girl, because she gets into kitty food. I caught her doing what she's been doing, because I've been trying to keep her trim and fit, but she's got a kitty brother and sister, and so she snacks on their food in between. So yeah, if they leave her bowl empty, it's a snack for Mazda. I think it's her protection service. So she harangues it out of them a little bit. I don't know. They're good pets. Lots of entertainment here. Our spare bedroom door open. And look who's there. Apparently, this is actually the cat's room. And this is actually the cat's bed. Yes. Morris and Yuki hanging out together on the spare bed. Oh, wait a minute. The cat's bed. The cat's room. I know the pillows look kind of messy in my spare bedroom. My daughter and her husband, they like lots of pillows, especially my daughter, and my son does too. So when they use that room, you know, not at the same time, I have extra pillows in there, so it's nice and comfy. And so it just isn't quite neatened up since whenever I was in there last and so on. So, and it's a little harder because there's more pillows there. Anyway, so I wanted to explain that to you. All right, it's not house beautiful here, just house comfy. Oyster stew, which was a traditional Christmas Eve meal at my husband's family, and sometimes we have it on Christmas Eve too, but this year I wanted to make sure that we had some, and sometimes I can't get the oysters in the store. They were there Friday, so we're having oyster stew tonight on December 22nd. Well, the oyster stew was good. The interesting thing this year, as I had to do that DNA test, and I did a couple of them to make sure there weren't any more brothers or sisters out there, because I discovered last Christmas that there was a possibility of a brother, and indeed there was. I learned for sure by Valentine's Day. I discovered that I am not as German as I thought in heritage, but I'm more that I actually have some Scandinavian myself. I'm married to someone with a Scandinavian name, and then when I compared my son's DNA to mine, I actually have more DNA that is Scandinavian than my son. So that's kind of weird. So that means that probably my husband is less Scandinavian than I am. I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of interesting. So that was interesting to learn. So maybe that's why I like oyster stew. My best friend and my husband were Norwegians or are Norwegian origin, and I used to like serve at Sons of Norway dinner with my best friend when I was a little girl. So, because I was close to that family, and they were part of Sons of Norway, the parents, and then they had the teenagers when we were early teens serve at the meals, and I got to serve there. So I really did like lutefisk and loganberries. Codfish, you couldn't get me to, or gefilte fish, or whatever it was called. You couldn't get me to really try those, but I always liked rosettes too. I remember their Norwegian grandmother coming and making rosettes at Christmas time and sampling those. And my mother's best friend was Swedish, and I had a roommate in college, come to think of it, that was Swedish as well. So no wonder I liked all that cuisine. Anyway, so that was kind of a fun thing to discover. And so this year I had the traditional oyster stew this week. So, and I made that. So that was fun. It's something that my husband's family did, not my family. And, but our family has always had it. So, and sometimes I would make it on St. Lucia Day. So, which is the 13th, which ironically we kind of had, that was the day that I did my show for my mom's assisted living. So in a sense, we celebrated that day too. It was like a Christmas day for the two of us. So we have just been having Christmas, Christmas, Christmas all month. Quite a holiday season, but it's been lots of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little quirky, a little all over the place. I'm finding that I am much busier this month than usual, which is good for you, because if I'm going to do these vlogs, they would be really boring if I did them every day on a normal month. So anyway, we'll see you soon, like tomorrow, for day 23. And then I'm going to stop the Vlogmas in a couple of days. maybe I'll go to the end of the year. We'll see. But I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Bye.